Alright guys, how's it going? It is Thursday the 26th of April 2018 and you're watching KopTalk.tv. Alright, so there's this statement just been issued by Liverpool Football Club with regards away travel in Rome next week, okay? I'll read it to you. It says Liverpool Football Club is continuing to do everything in its power to provide supporters travelling to Rome next week with the most comprehensive safety and security advice. The club has taken the exceptional measure of requesting an extraordinary meeting in the Italian capital, which will take place on Friday, April 27th. That's tomorrow. Present at the meeting will be all the major stakeholders who share responsibility for the well-being of Liverpool supporters making the journey to watch the Champions League tie. At the behest of Liverpool, club officials will join AS Roma, UEFA and the relevant Italian police and security services to discuss specific ongoing concerns. Liverpool have sought clarity on a number of issues surrounding the matchday operation since a draw was made and is hoping this extraordinary meeting will provide the necessary reassurances and essential information. This, if provided, will allow the club to fully inform supporters of the measures that will be in place. The club thanks its fans for their ongoing engagement on this issue and would hope to provide a detailed update following the meeting. What are going on? A guy goes to a game of football and gets his head fucking stoved in by them fucking cowardly bastards, guys. I hate it, mate. Honestly, I can't stand all that shit. It really does me head in, you know. And when you look at, we all know that area where that happened. We've all walked down there. We've all been down there. Maybe, I was going to say we're kids, but maybe some of you are not old enough yet. I've been down there with, with my mum, my, partners, my kids, my mates, whatever. It's the least area. When it came out, it was like, holy fuck, that happened there. It's like, I don't know, it's just shit. It's just completely shit. And it's brutal. People walking around with fucking hammers and belts and all that. Oh, God, guys, honestly, I wouldn't fancy going to that game next week, honestly. I was listening to the chaps on the radio earlier. There was a Liverpool fan on saying he was pleading with his son not to go. He said, I'm going to buy the ticket off him. I'm going to put it in a bin. Because, basically, I don't want to say certain words. Basically, they're not very nice people. And, people are expecting to get their heads stoved in and that. And, English fans have got, and British fans as well, in general, have got a terrible reputation whenever anything ever kicks off overseas. It's always their fault. Nothing seems to happen when it's, on the other people doing it. And it's a bit of a predicament. And I'm glad that the club are actually doing something about this. They're trying to anyway, at least. And a lot of people are saying it's not just the fans, it's also the police, and people complain about that in numerous countries when they go overseas, including Spain. It's a shitty one, guys. I welcome your thoughts on it all, really. Are you going? I know some of you said you're going. Are you still going? It's, I don't know. It's something like when I was in my 20s and that I would have been up for, but, as I've become an old, miserable git, I'm not really bothered about going to the games that much these days. I live overseas as it is. If I was in the country, if I lived in England still, I would. I'd go to all the home games, that is for sure. But I'm not really, that, cut out by like going to away games and things like that. And that sort of period of my life has passed. But I'd be a nervous wreck if my lad was going, or my daughter, or anything like that. And I'm sure some of you guys would be, if not all of you. We just want this lad to pull through all right, don't we? That's been severely injured. When I saw the footage, I mean, what the fuck are people walking around with fucking hammers, man? Seriously, what's that all about? So, with my videos, I want to do, like, I like to be light-hearted, I like to be, like try and put some banter in and that, and I was going to, like, do a couple of little gags and stuff in this video, like I normally do, but I just can't find it in me to do it, because I don't find it funny, do you know what I mean? It's very worrying, so I'm kind of hoping that, well, obviously I'm hoping nothing that kicks off, but this is welcoming news, I think, and I hope it shows that Liverpool are like, look, we're not having this shit. Nobody should be going to a game of football and getting the fucking head stoved in. There's some people that want to go and carry on like that, isn't there? We know that in society. Let them go and kick 10 barrels of shit out of each other in a fucking park somewhere, away from everyone. But stuff like that and people getting caught up in that's brutal, that. Brutal. And do you know what, guys? I was in the build-up to the to that fixture. I was listening to talk. I know I'm pointing up there and I'm in this room. It's because there's a big telly on the wall, and I have it set to the radio, right? Yeah. Talk sport, right? Now, I was listening to that Talk Sport on there, and they were talking about Liverpool Roma other day, and they were like, when the bus comes and that fucking Jim Smith, right? I genuinely felt like he was disappointed that nothing kicked off with the bus. He never stopped talking about the bus. When the bus arrived, let's hope nothing fucking happened. It was just, and I know for a fact I'm not alone in this, and I'm not one of them touchy-feely fucking paranoid supporters. Do you know what I mean? It's like, oh, you're having a dig at us all the time. I sat and I listened to it, and it was like non-stop. In fact, I think I'm telling a lie. It was Jim Smith, but it wasn't on the radio. It was on Sky Sports News. That's right. I knew it was him. It was definitely him. It was Sky Sports News, so I had that on. And he was continually going on about the bus being attacked, and what happened and this, that and the other. I know I'm not fucking paranoid about it. I know I'm right. Right, that's it. I ain't got a lot to talk about. I'm a bit, I don't know. No one should be going to a game and getting their head smashed in when it's fucking terrible. And it's about time someone stood up to these fuckers and stood not just to that one club in particular, but to any of these clubs that have got reputation for shit like that happening in these countries. And then police authorities especially, because sometimes they seem to get stuck in and cause as much damage as well, don't they? Or they overlook things and stuff like that. Some of them brutal bastards. I'm not saying that every, Liverpool supporter goes anywhere, and we've got history to suggest, that we're not always the most well-behaved, right? But not everyone's like that, and not everyone deserves to get their head fucking stoved in. You know what I mean? It's just like sometimes people get caught up in stuff, sometimes people mind their own business and still get a fucking beating, and it's not right. You'd be off your fucking head to take a fucking betting or something to a game like that. I wouldn't fucking do it. No way. Anyway, let me know what you think. Let's see what happens with this. At least the club are actually, doing something about it, or at least trying to. But we can't be having this in this day and age with all the money that's in this game. Terrible. That incident outside Anfield, who would have ever imagined that to happen there like that? Unbelievable. Such a calm, pleasant area. Yes, you've got lads and lasses having a sing-song at boozers and stuff like that. All, people mingling and mixing together and stuff like that. But there's bands walking around, people that aren't even going to football, walking past minding their business. And then scenes like that we saw. Oh, absolutely terrible. I just want that lad to pull through. Do you know what I mean? I just want him to be well. And I did see a classy statement by two Liverpool players yesterday. I'm sure there'll be more. One was by 5 yard, Jordan Henderson. He was saying about how, he hoped that this kid had pulled through. I think it might have been on his Instagram, I'm not sure. And I think Oxlade-Chamberlain, I think that was Instagram, where he was saying how devastated he was about the injury, but that he's, all his thoughts at this time, as well as being devastated about his own situation, was about that family in hospital. So some real classy stuff there from the boys, I think. So let me know what you think, guys, about this. Are you going? Would you go? And how do you stop it? How do you eliminate this? How do you stop these heavy-handed bastard coppers, Because sometimes, and I are anti-police, you know what I'm saying? I'm just not stupid, I just know what goes on. Let me know what you think, guys, and hopefully I'll speak to you in a bit. All right.